Hello YouTubies, this is Joker Scribe and thanks for watching one of my most bodacious, amazing YouTube videos. Now, you guys will have had one of these days. No matter who you are, you will have had one of these days when no matter who you seem to bump into, they're all jerks. And I'm not sure what causes it. If it's a full moon that's happening, if there's something in the air, but you just seem to bump into a lot more assholes than usual that day than any other day. And it happens once in a while for me. You know, I go out and, you know, usually it's fine, no problems at all. And then one day you're walking down the street and you get this little dog trying to eat you, and you want to, you know, slam that dog down on the pavement and end its life. You know, pick it up by its legs and swing it around and then slam it against the wall or something, but you can't do that. And you know, the owner's a bit of a jerk, and you think, well, you know, I bumped into my jerk for the day, and then you bump into another one who's driving a car, or you bump into another one after that, and it just seems to go on and on and on. And then you go to a shop and then you meet somebody who's incredibly rude at the counter, and after that you leave and there's also an equally rude person coming in. So it's like one person after another, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if there's something in the air on that day. I mean, this happened today, by the way. You know, I had this like little git of a dog, and it was it looked a bit like a pit bull. It wasn't a pit bull, but if you did try to grab it, it would have bit your arm off or something. I mean, they're pretty aggressive, those type of dogs. Like terrier dogs. It's not a Jack Russell, it's not one of those weaklings, it is one of the fighter types of dogs. And I noticed that the parents who were living in the house were like parents of the year, because they had two little kids walking in holding hands together. The kids were kind of cute actually, but they've been to the shop on their own at 3 years old, and they're walking into their house, and then another little kid welcomes them at the door like, you know, he's the mother. And then suddenly I get this little git of a dog who looks a bit like a pit bull. I mean, they've got big teeth, and runs across the road and wants to eat me. And there's me thinking, what the bloody hell do I do here? Because if you run, they come after you. If you stay still, they get more and more vicious. So what I did was I just edged away a little bit, you know, towards the main road. So if it kept on following me, I would have jumped out in front of a car and just missed that car and allowed it to get run over. That's one of my plans, or, you know, smash it across the head with a brick or something, but whatever, just to get it away from me. At least it wasn't a big dog, but they are kind of annoying little dogs, and they can actually lead to a nasty bite. You know, they bite down on your leg, you're not going to get them bloody off you. So you do have to be a little bit careful. You know, the size of the dog doesn't really matter, they can still cause considerable amount of damage. But the only difference with small dogs is the damage is going to be ankle related. The big dogs, they're going to go for the neck. So at least it was just a small dog. But, you know, a small dog, that's one of those little bastard types of dogs that you don't want to meet. And I carried on walking, and this little like kid came out running after the dog. Nice lad, I have to admit, he wasn't a bad lad, and he was panicking and you know, trying to get hold of it, and the dog was just a bit big and too strong for him. So then around about a minute later you get this like, I mean, I have to keep on stopping because this dog wants to eat me, you see, and if I move it's going to follow me. If I stop, it just sort of backs away and doesn't want to go any further. Although it was really showing its teeth, I mean, I don't know, whatever. And then his dad came out, and then he started to blame the kid for his own irresponsibilities. And you know, I won't say they're bad people, but you know, it didn't really set the mood for the day. So I'm walking off saying, oh, whatever, you know, I wish I had the chance to hold on to that dog and slam it around the pavement a bit, swing it by its legs and slam it against the wall. These are nice ideas, as long as it doesn't bite your hand off. As I was walking down, you know, you get your head's going a bit in a spin, and you're thinking, oh, fucking bunch of dickheads. That's what you're thinking. And then you see, you're walking, and suddenly your mind is not really concentrating too much. Let me drink something, because And this is one of those days. This is one of those days when the drivers get what they want. Every single driver, when it's raining, wants to splash you with water. That seems to be the case. And because I'm 6'2", every fucker wants to try it because they're safe in their cars. So as I'm walking along, I get this dickhead who's driving past, and it's only a small puddle, but they splash you, and they seem to think it's funny, and it's only a little bit of water, so it didn't really bother me because I wasn't actually totally soaking wet. It's just a splash. But you know, you really want to punch that person afterwards. So you've met two jerks in a row, right? You've met a jerk dog, you've met a jerk father, you met a jerk neighbour of them who is watching you think, oh yeah, the small dog is absolutely amazing. You're meeting these fucking idiots, one after another. And afterwards you go into a shop, and then the shop counter, the guy at the counter seems to think you took some cigarettes or something off him, or I don't know what. So you just yeah, fuck off. You walk out the thing because, you know, the guy is giving it this, and you don't understand what they're saying because they come from a different country and they don't talk English. But he seems to think you've stolen something. You just come into the shop, and they're being a jerk. So I just gave him a little, you know, thing and said, I'll go somewhere else, no worries. And I know the manager of that shop anyway, so big surprise to more guys. So anyway, I'm walking out, and this horrid witchy bitchy woman walks in. Looks like she's been on drugs or something. He said, and she's walking past, and you just want to smack the bitch as you're walking past them. So I'm not sure if these bad days are caused by the fact that you are, you know, your aura, let's say, has been sort of dented by the fact that everyone around you has been taking drugs, has been smoking a lot of pot recently, and they don't understand reality, and they're taking it all out on you. Or if it's just because you've had one little incident during the day, and you yourself are turning into a bit of a git. But then again, I was trying to be as polite as possible to these people, but they just seem to be like fucking idiots. Every single person around me was a bloody moron. And I walk out the shop, and again, as you're walking down, there's people fighting in the streets, you know, messing around, calling people out names. You get like little kids calling people idiots as they're walking past, and it just carries on, and you're wondering, what the bloody fucking hell is going on today? That's what you're thinking. What the bloody hell is going on with people? They've been smoking a lot of bloody weed or something. So you go to the gym, and this is where it gets really good, because it doesn't matter what day it is of the week when you go to the gym, you bump into jerks. Alright? Now, I'm not talking about the jerks where they're being nasty to you. I mean, most of them are alright. But you go on the machine, let's say you go on the elliptical trainer, or the, not the treadmill so much, because they can't really pretend to be on the top level on that, but like on a bike, and you can guarantee you'll get this arrogant, cocky little fucker, or old person even, and they will come next to you, and they will drop their level down to level 1. So they'll come on the machine, they'll stick it on level 1, while you're slugging away at the top level on the elliptical trainer or bike. They'll be on level 1, so I'm brilliant at it. Just put the bloody level up on the bike, okay? You know, at least if you're being cocky about it, put the level up on the bike and actually do something. I can see you doing 8 miles per hour on the push bike in comparison to my 25 miles per hour. There's a big difference. You're not that good, but at least put the level up on the bikes if you want to try to be egotistical about it, because when I'm seeing it, I'm seeing the fact that you're on a low level and you've not even bothered to actually cycle at a reasonable pace. You're cycling in a way, let's say if you're on the road, on the lowest gears possible. You're not putting any effort into it, and you think that the speed of going around is going to be really fast on lower level. No. You put in a high gear, you go a bit slower, you're going faster on the road. So, and it's also you're burning more calories. So these people are just wasting their time. And you know, that's not so much jerkiness. Well, I see that quite a lot at the gym, and you know, you just want to, you know, request them next to. I want to go over and just tell them, like, just put that bloody level up on the fucking bike, will you? I don't know. It's not so much that, you know, they come in and they can't do it. It's just the fact that they've got this bloody arrogant expression on them. You always see a little jerk as well. You know, if you bump into jerks, you can guarantee that they are small people, the hobbits, and they've got a real problem with people taller than themselves. This seems to be the biggest problem of all. I think it's you know, your ego is being, you know, self-esteem has been damaged by the fact that you're a little bit jealous that you're a bit shorter than people, and when you see somebody bigger, you're having a bad day, you want to take it out on them. I see it all the time, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. You see, that can be used against you too. People, I can take the piss out of that. That's something I can actually rip the piss out of, because I know your psychology is damaged. You have an inferiority complex if you are a short person who's taking it on bigger people, because that's what it's really about, isn't it? You're just a little bit jealous of people, and it gets to you deep and down inside. You're feeling it a little bit. Pathetic. So, you know, when you go to the gym, at least put some bloody fucking effort in, okay? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I've been swearing a little bit on this, and I'm sure there's going to be people out there who are going to be terrified of the truth, of the fact that there's people out there, for whatever reason, they always want a piece of other people. And you do get it seems to be on the same day. If it's going to happen, if you go get people starting being dickheads, it's going to happen on exactly the same day, all the time. So you'll have months and months when nothing really happens, and then you get one day when everybody is smacked out of their bloody head on drugs, and they all seem to be in a bad mood. I don't know what causes it. Maybe Coronation Street is not going your way. Maybe Eastenders is not going. Is that what it is? Is that really what it is? You read something in the Coronation book, you know, magazines. You think, oh, I don't want that to happen in Coronation Street, and then you start being a jerk outside, because that's what I think it is, isn't it? You're seeing these things on Eastenders and Coronation Street, and it's really got you wound up. Well, at least that's true with the women. So thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. A little bit of a rant and a little bit of a piss take, I suppose. Goodbye.